morning, Leoncha. Good morning, dear ladies and gentlemen. So thank you very much for such a kind introduction. So I'm very pleased, and thank you, Judith, for inviting us to this event, and to all organizers. I was really impressed by the presentations today, and especially by attention of one of the biggest investment banks, Morgan Stanley. Thank you very much for organizing this event with us.
During my first visit to Kazakhstan, it was 2023, you and your team were in talks with your government. Now you have approved and developed plan. I will ask you later on about the details on that. But first of all, what were your most effective argument to convince the Ministry of Education?
Thank you for this question. I remember how you came to Kazakhstan, and it was our common attempt to go to the Ministry of Education, all together with the ambassador of Spain, presenting the experience of Spain in chess in education. And we shared, of course, this experience, and also we shared a lot of different countries' experience in chess. But it was quite hard to overcome the bureaucracy. And finally, we were very successful because of the president's support. 2 years ago, we met with the president of the country, Mr. Kassym-Jomart Tokayev, who supported chess in the country personally, saying that he will personally support development of chess in Kazakhstan. Since that, we got this political support, and we were able finally to persuade the government to approve the national plan. They call it the concept of chess development in the country until 2027. So we have a lot of initiatives there, including chess in education.
And what does your plan consist of?
So this plan consists of different sections. Of course, this is the professional chess. This is the popularization of chess in country. So this is chess in education. This is, of course, infrastructure. And we organize a lot of events in our country. As you know, we organized several world championships. This year it was team championship. 2 years ago it was rapid and blitz championship. In 2023 we organized the final match between Dean Lejeune and Jan Nepomniachtchi, and so on. Actually, our team organizes 55 events in a year. So they're quite busy with all these activities.
To be clear, the aim is not only producing as many grandmasters as possible in the future in Kazakhstan, but also, or even mainly, that chess contributes to high-quality education throughout your country, I guess.
Yeah, this is the aim of our initiatives. Of course, we want to contribute to the forming the intellectual nation in the country, and actually this is our mission. And we share these thoughts with the president of Kazakhstan Chess Federation, Mr. Timur Turlov, and he also personally supports this financially, and he pays a lot of attention. Actually, in his agenda, I think this is the most important agenda for Kazakhstan. And we developed chess in schools, and last year we started the pilot project in 42 schools of Kazakhstan in 7 regions out of 20. And the pilot was very successful. So it covered around 1,000 students of first grade. And this year we already expand this experience to all the regions of Kazakhstan. And at the moment we have a number around 500, 600 schools across the country.
As we still have time, I will ask you to elaborate a little bit your next answer, because I think that question is specifically important. What are the most difficult problems or obstacles you have faced in these negotiations or talks with the government in order to convince the authorities? Because I think your answer is going to be very useful for other countries in a similar situation.
We of course use the saying that you provided us about the Spanish Parliament. You remember that? You said at that time when we went together to the Ministry of Education that the Spanish Parliament has different parties, and it always big disputes there about different agenda. But the only question in history in Spanish Parliament, when the Parliament was voted like with full support, it was integration of chess into the educational system. So, and we provide different international experience around that, and of course we were successful in convincing them. But the main obstacle, I would say, this is not only bureaucracy. The main obstacle is the teachers. Actually, we have to prepare teachers in the country. And recently, together with Ministry of Education, we taught 200 teachers in 8 different regions of the country. And then separately, Kazakhstan Chess Federation developed the video course for teachers, and we started teaching 500 teachers simultaneously. So we think that we will be able to cover this gap that we have at the moment. But of course, we understand that this course is a short-term course, it's 72 hours, and we need to be more serious. So we prepare together with several universities of Kazakhstan a special one-year course that we want to launch next September. So this is the main initiative.
I was stressing this question because I am a witness on how even in countries like Armenia, for instance, where chess is extremely popular, and in Kazakhstan is very popular as well, for school teachers it's not so easy to assume that chess can be a very good educational tool. I mean, their first reaction could be, chess is a sport. Therefore, sport should be extracurricular, not in the curriculum. So you have to convince them. How you did it?
Oh, it was a big battle, yeah. Of course, the government wanted us to develop chess as a sport, and we provided a lot of arguments that we needed as the subject. So now we have this chess as a subject for 1st to 4th grades in the school. We don't cover all the schools, but we want to cover 20% of the schools in the country by 2027. So we gradually go to this number. It will be around 1,400 schools in the country. And basically, I think we will have a lot of challenges on our way, but we have support of the international experts and the local authorities.
You are still just starting the long process, the plan, but do you have already some feedback from students, school teachers, authorities, families?
Yeah, we have this feedback from the pilot project with 42 schools last year. So that's why we developed also the software that supports us in educational purposes, and this has the lectures from the best grandmasters in the world: Vladimir Kramnik, Ho Yifan, Boris Gelfand, Alexander Shabalov, of course Kazakh grandmasters, and we have it in 3 languages: in Kazakh, Russian, and English. And we have also 170 minutes of 3D animation, which we use for the youngest generation. It's quite interesting to use these animational tools for educational purposes. So I think generally we will do our best to achieve the goals. But of course we think that the main problem can be the teachers, still teachers. So that's why software with the educational methodology, with the content, the book that we developed in different languages, and this video course for the teachers and the initiative with the university is very important. So we pay a lot of attention to that.
I wish you a big success, because if you succeed, that will be very good for the whole chess family all over the world. And I especially thank you for this conversation, because as I said before, I'm sure that a lot of countries are learning by listening to you. Thank you very much, Grandmaster Sadvakasov.
Thank you. Thank you, Lech. Thank you very much.